Hi, good to see you again. I'm Graham Martin. I'm the Recruitment Guy with another 5-minute careers interview. I'm here today with my friend Rosie in Southern Ireland. We're in a place called Athlone, is that right?
That's correct.
Fairly near to Dublin, about an hour and a half? Halfway.
Yeah, Dublin.
Okay, so Rosie's got a background in teaching, and as you know, a lot of people have been saying to me, please interview a teacher. So I know you're not in teaching at the moment, but nonetheless, you've got a career in primary education, is that right?
That's correct, Graham,
So
yeah.
what was it that made you want to become a teacher all those years ago?
Well, I think I was like a typical child, like a girl or whatever, playing school at home, liked to be in charge, waving we call it the bata in Irish, waving the stick and whatever. Just liked the idea of just being this teacher in charge.
And was it more of a calling, more of a vocation than a strategic thought process?
Yeah, that was just my childish kind of idea of teaching or whatever. But it was, I just never wanted to be anything else.
You really want to be a teacher? And when I interview people, I often find people always want to be an airline pilot or a policeman or they want to be a decorator or something like that.
Yeah.
So tell me, what age group were you teaching?
I taught the age groups between 4 and 12.
And that's really the formative years, isn't it?
Yes,
so it's
it
a
is,
very important aspect in terms of looking after, nurturing, developing the students.
Yes.
What was the best thing about being a teacher for you?
You might think it was because I had the highest grades in maths or English or literacy.
Yeah.
But actually the best thing about teaching for me is and was actually finding each child's talent. I know that sounds very cliched.
Yeah, no, I understand.
But not every child can be excellent at maths or be in the top 10 percentile, we'll say, in reading.
It's just about nurturing, developing, covering up.
Absolutely.
Getting the best bits out of that child, developing them.
I look at
uncovering, that's the word I was struggling for.
Absolutely, yeah.
Uncovering the best bits of that child. What's the worst bit about being a teacher?
The staff room.
The staff room?
Well,
look, you're not working as a teacher now. What do you mean by that? What do you mean? Politics or...
Yes. Yeah, there can be a lot of politics in schools.
Yeah.
And you know when young teachers come out of college and they have the inspectorate.
Ofsted in the UK, yeah.
Yes, we call it our diploma here,
right.
First and second diploma. And I actually would recommend that when they come in that they also inspect and see that the young teacher is being encouraged.
Right. And you sometimes find then that the older teachers may not necessarily support the younger teachers.
Sometimes they're jealous of them.
Is that right?
You know, they come out, young teachers are full
energy,
of
enthusiasm, passion, new ideas.
Yes.
Okay, so you've got to accept that. Now, what's an average day as a teacher like? Because for most people, and I'm a parent, and of course I remember a long time ago I was at school, I think the teachers turn up at 8:30 and they go home at 3:30 after we walk out the door. Is that right?
You know it's not right.
I know it's not right. So explain just very briefly,
right.
What's the reality in terms of your average day in your week?
Well, your average day, you're in about an hour before the children arrive at school. And you can be there up until 6 o'clock, but you can actually be working until midnight, correcting tests.
I know some teachers
preparing for the following day.
They're often working at weekends and evenings.
Yeah. And I just know, I mean, I'm not saying every teacher, but if I was away on holidays, some people find themselves in the boutiques, and some people find themselves in the furniture shops, and I was always in the kids section of wherever
so really,
was.
for you, it really was a passion. It wasn't just
looking for new ideas, new plays, new music, new, in a new place.
I guess the students that had you as a teacher was very, very lucky to have you. You know, the bottom line. And I'm not blowing smoking. I'm being realistic because I know some teachers that just dial it in. They're there for the money. They go home. But you do get good holidays, don't you? Tell me the reality of 6 and 8 week holidays. It must be glorious.
You do get good holidays. It might be. It's one of the perks of the job.
Yeah.
But actually, we always kind of say is that your pay is not brilliant.
No.
Right, and they want to attract, a very high calibre.
And obviously we're in Ireland now, so we're talking about euros. But can you give me a rough idea of the starting salary in Southern Ireland for somebody coming out?
Do you know what? I could try, but I mean I've been out of teaching for a while, and
we can find out.
I'd put you
if
off.
There was one thing that somebody who's looking at this today thinks, I'm really interested in becoming a teacher. How would you suggest that they start thinking about that? What do they need to do at school? What do they need to be studying at university? Do they have to go to university? Give us some of the ideas about the...
First of all, I'd say a lot of people have younger brothers and sisters. Do you like babysitting them? Do you get on with them? Do you have fun with young children? Do you enjoy them? You might be an only child and say, well, I've no opportunity to do that kind of thing. If you could, we have in Ireland now this transition year. I think you call it middle, is it?
Yeah,
between
what age group would that
they're
be?
16.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, ours are a bit younger. There's some middle schools in the middle of this. But,
so they can go on work experience, work for a week in school, you know, as an assistant.
Yeah, so if they're 16, 17, go into school, get some work experience.
Yeah.
And lastly, if there was one thing you'd want to pass on to somebody who wants to become a teacher, that's thinking about it, what would that one thing be?
If they really want to be a teacher, pick whatever subjects are required by the college that you want to go to. Work hard, and it's a job. It mightn't pay you in sterling and euros or dividends, but if you love it, it is the most rewarding career.
Hey, here's
for anybody.
I've never asked anybody this. This is interesting, but for schools, I think this is really quite apt. For me, I had a teacher called Mr. DeJeans, Mike DeJeans. He was my best teacher. He inspired me to my love of literature. Who was your favourite teacher and why? Tell us that. The last thing.
Oh God, I haven't thought about that now for ages. It was a nun.
A nun?
That I had in 4th class. I was around 10 years of age. Her name was Sister Hilary. And when I was going to school, I must have been 10 in the early 70s. It was very much everybody sitting in a straight line. You kept quiet, do what I say.
What was Father?
Sister Hilary was just like your modern teacher. She was way before her time. She spoke to each child as an individual. And you remember that. Yeah. And you remember that actually when she was talking to you, that she actually really liked you. It wasn't just coming in here, everybody look at the board. You know, you could feel, you know.
So that energy and enthusiasm.
Yes.
I've done a lot of these interviews, as you know, and I have to say that sometimes I get the feeling that people do the job and they're not passionate about it. And I know you're out of education now on a full-time basis, but I've got a funny feeling, and we've been here today on a course in Ireland, your heart is in education nurturing. So thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
It's been really, really enjoyable. So there we go.
To talk to you.
Proper information from a real-life teacher, maybe not doing it today, but in a bigger sense, just truly an inspiration educator. So that's it from me, Graham Martin, the Recruitment Guy. Bye for now.